Hello, my name is Octavio Science and I'm serving as your presenter on behalf of the Lufkin District. We would like to welcome you to the Texas Department of Transportation's virtual public meeting for the US 259 Widening project. This meeting is being held to gather public feedback on the proposed project, which will aid TxDOT to further refine the design and establish the proposed right-of-way needs. In our pre-recorded presentation, we'll be discussing a project overview covering the need and purpose of the project limits, and proposed design, project schedule and next steps, environmental overview, and the public comment process. Given the unique circumstance of the COVID-19 outbreak, along with our commitment to protecting public health during this national emergency, TxDOT is conducting this public meeting online to avoid in-person contact. At this time, the online format will be in lieu of an in-person public meeting. This pre-recorded presentation will cover the same information the Lufkin District would have shared in person. All project information can be found on the TxDOT website. Directions on where to find project information and how to provide your comments will be addressed throughout the presentation. Now, let's start talking about the project details. US 259 is an important roadway for rural connectivity, carrying approximately 13,000 vehicles per day and serving as a hurricane evacuation route and major freight corridor. Due to a high number of crashes in the area, safety improvements are needed. The goals of the project include improving safety, reducing congestion, facilitating hurricane evacuation, and enhancing freight mobility. The proposed improvement on US 259 will begin 0.38 miles south of State Highway 204 and proceed north approximately 6.86 miles to the Rusk County line. Construction funding, which is estimated at $27.9 million, was allocated in TxDOT's 2020 Unified Transportation Program with an anticipated construction start date in summer of 2024. The existing US 259 roadway consists of two 12-foot northbound lanes, two 12-foot southbound lanes, and outside shoulders that vary from 4 feet to 8 feet. TxDOT proposes to widen the existing roadway approximately 20 feet to add a 16-foot two-way left turn lane separating the northbound and southbound travel lanes, and 10-foot outside shoulders. In addition, the project will add a 12-foot acceleration lane along US 259 for State Highway 204 northbound traffic to merge with northbound US 259 traffic. The proposed project will require the purchase of additional right-of-way. The additional right-of-way width needed to accommodate the wider pavement would increase the existing right-of-way by an average of 32 feet. The amount of additional right-of-way would vary throughout the project limits depending on constraints and topography of the area. Based on TxDOT's preliminary schematic, which is available for public review, it is anticipated approximately 15.9 acres of additional right-of-way will be needed. Most of the proposed right-of-way would be required along the east side of US 259, as TxDOT was trying to avoid and minimize impacts to residential displacements, utilities, churches, cemeteries, and other constraints in the project area. There are a few areas where additional right-of-way will also be needed on the west side. Please review the draft schematic and other meeting materials that are available on the virtual public meeting webpage. Meeting information and materials are accessible on the TxDOT website. Go to www.txdot.gov and in the upper right corner, use the search feature and enter US 259 Widening. Once you're on the project page, which is pictured here, scroll down to Get Involved area and click on the link named Virtual Public Meeting October 13, 2020 to see any meeting materials such as meeting notices and schematic drawings which illustrate the proposed project. Once on the virtual public meeting website, you can view the preliminary schematic, public notices, and other meeting materials by clicking the links under the Downloads section. Due to the limited visibility of this slide, you may not be able to see everything in detail, but we wanted to bring your attention to a couple of areas that we thought would help as you view the schematic available on the website. Please take a minute to review the plan legend. This legend will illustrate what the various colored symbols on the schematic represent. For example, the orange dashed line represents TxDOT's existing right-of-way. The red dashed line represents the proposed right-of-way that would be needed for this project, and the solid black lines depict property boundary lines. You may also note white circles with numbers. These are to help identify property owners. Property owner names and property boundary lines were obtained from the Nacogdoches County Appraisal District. So what happens next? TxDOT is encouraging public comments. We need to know if there are other things we need to consider as we move forward with the design. For example, looking at areas of concern that we may have missed, like unmarked cemeteries, hazardous material locations, etc. Once the official comment period ends, the Lufkin District teams will review all public comments as part of the project evaluation and use it as a guide to continue refining the design and begin environmental studies. The development of the engineering plans and environmental studies are anticipated to be completed in approximately 12 to 18 months. Once TxDOT has received approval of the environmental studies, TxDOT will begin right-of-way acquisition process. Upon completion of right-of-way acquisitions, utility adjustments can begin. Please note that the environmental review, consultation, and other actions required by applicable federal environmental laws for this project are being or have been carried out by TxDOT pursuant to 23 U.S.C. 327 and a Memorandum of Understanding dated December 9, 2019 and executed by FHWA and TxDOT. In reference to the environmental review, reports will be drafted to summarize impacts to air quality, community, cultural resources, hazardous materials, biological resources, traffic noise, and water resources. Once complete, the environmental technical reports will be available for public review. Please let us know if you have any comments or concerns regarding environmental issues in the area. We also wanted to point out that we're offering an interactive online survey that is available in English and Spanish and is featured on our project page. The survey allows you to rank what you feel the project priorities should be, view and rate the proposed design concepts, mark your concerns on a digital map, and share your overall project comments. Be sure to take the survey by the comment deadline date of Wednesday, October 28, 2020. You can also submit your written comments and feedback by visiting www.txdot.gov and search US 259 Widening. Click on either the Submit Your Comments button at the top right-hand corner or click on the email link at the bottom of the webpage. You may also mail your comments to the Lufkin District Office. Again, all comments must be received by Wednesday, October 28, 2020 to be part of the official virtual meeting summary report. Thank you for your interest. Your input will be used by TxDOT to further refine the design of the project and establish the proposed right-of-way needs. Please note, again, all comments and surveys must be received by Wednesday, October 28, 2020 to be included in the official record as part of this virtual public meeting. Although only comments received by the deadline will be part of the official record, the public can contact TxDOT at any time with questions during the project development process. Again, you can visit www.txdot.gov and search US 259 Widening for additional project information and subscribe to the project page updates. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your interest.